real solutions to money, relationships, wellness, and more. Shine a light onto your day and into your life. Power Your Life with Dr. Joanne White.
Hello, welcome to Power Your Life. I'm Joanne White, your host, and my first guest is making it her mission to tackle the education of children from the outside in with her program HealthWorks Academies. Dale Khacician is the CEO, and she's here with me now. Welcome, Dale. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. So a while ago, several years ago, you went to a leadership conference and you heard something very astounding that shook you up and created HealthWorks. Tell us what that's about.
It was a conference at Jefferson University, and it was centered on educating physicians for 2020 and beyond. It referenced the senior population, the uninsured, and the baby boomers, and highlighted the fact that a third of the nation's physicians will reach retirement age by 2020.
So that was pretty astounding, and that got the wheels in your brain turning, and you thought that we needed to do something to create and to help build the health field and the health sciences and related field. Yes, STEM. What's STEM?
Science, technology, engineering, and math. It's a focus that is prevalent in primary education now for global competition, but certainly important in healthcare. And with baby boomers and the retiring generation, but also ensuring the uninsured, and changes in the way that we deliver medicine. It opened up a door that we need to really transform the pipeline, both in numbers, but also in
careers.
in education,
right.
How we educate
Right.
the workforce for the future.
So you came up with this incredible scheme, which I think is fascinating, and it's going to go national, and actually you're going to really start it in, well, the pipeline has been working, but you're going to really launch it in September. And
That's
that is to really provide training and mentoring to students and also to go into the schools and to the professionals to provide them with information in healthcare. So what's the goal of the program?
It's a pipeline program. So when we looked at 2020 and the changes in the industry, we recognized that education really needs to change. The delivery of medicine is going to be very different in 2020, given the scale, given the economics, given the transformation in technology. And so we look to the high school students to link STEM education and what they're learning in school with professional career opportunities in the health sciences.
So basically what you're doing is you're going into the schools to help stimulate interest and learning for these kids, these high school students, to be able to then translate that information and go on into the fields. And it's not just nurses and doctors. What other aspects are involved in your academy?
We are looking to engage and inform students across the board in clinical medicine, but also in healthcare IT, health policy, public health, research, education, finance, law, biopharma, medical devices. So really across the board. And when we work with our students, we really look to for them to identify their skill sets, their interests, their aptitude, and connect them with career opportunities in all of those areas.
So it's interesting, Dale, because one doesn't necessarily think that healthcare and health services involves all of those different professions, and yet they do, and you're weaving it all together in your HealthWorks Academies. So what's the goal? Because it seems like a wonderful goal, and you want to take it national. What are you going to be doing in September to launch it?
Well, we're working in Delaware County to launch our program, but the ultimate goal is to create a national program that can be implemented in any school, public, private, charter, religious, tech, in any geographic location, urban, suburban, or rural, with the goal of creating a pipeline for professionals. So our goal is a national pipeline of students going into the health sciences. We want to include diversity in that pipeline. We know that populations are changing, and we don't have, likewise, populations in professional careers, and leadership skills for next generation delivery.
So we were talking before, and what I think is fascinating and I think is so important is the mentoring aspect. Firstly, you're going to be going in and training teachers, but then the other piece of it is that you're going to have mentors. Tell us about that, because I think that's going to be so very effective. Mentoring is brilliant.
Well, what we've found with students, and a vast majority of students, have great skills, empathy, all the components to be great in the medical field, but they don't have somebody in their sphere of influence. And on the healthcare side, the industry is changing very quickly. And so our mentoring program works with, to connect high school students with industry and with an electronic platform in the middle. But the goal is to connect students from high school through graduate school. So they always have somebody in their sphere of influence.
And it may not just be somebody in the industry, it could be another college student, it could be a peer, and how do they figure out, how do they know who's the right mentor and how that process goes so it's effective?
Well, there are a couple of different things. In our program, we get students out of the classroom and into the workplace. So students may look at clinical medicine thinking that they want to go into that, and when they get into the environment, they, oh, you know, maybe that's not for me. But when they do align with an industry, we pair them with an industry mentor. But understanding that it's a long timeline from high school through graduate school or high school through college, there are also other mentors along the way. So we can pair a high school senior with a college sophomore, for example.
So the mentoring program can be effective, and it can be with all aspects depending upon what that student needs and that student's interests. Dale, I wish you so much luck, because I think this is so important and such a viable thing to happen. Good luck with it.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. When we come back, she's best known as the bratty, mean little girl on Little House on the Prairie. Actress Allison Arngrim is all grown up, and she's joining us after the break. Thank you.